Sorry. I was talking a lot about Pokemon Go. I apologize. Not because I mean, like, here's my thing with Pokemon Go, okay? I think that caring about the game is not sensible because it's like a very casual game unless you want to become like the greatest player of all time. However, I think it's actually like a goated walk enhancer. How many wins will we get this time? 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like 3+ times a week, depending on the daycare schedule. I take my baby out for like a walk where she naps. And, you know, I'm listening to podcasts, but also Pokemon Go helps you pass the time. Like before you know it, you're like, oh, I've already walked 80 minutes, but let's add an extra 40 minutes on top because, you know, I've got an egg that's about to be hatched. You know, it's nice. So I this weekly, I don't have great strategy for this weekly yet, okay? But I do think moth cockroach can do something. I don't know what to do with the second moth and the third moth. You know, if you get ready for the YouTube videos, I kind of go off on the moth this week. Let's be a frozen ring. There you go. Summons have been... I did have a round that went to like... Or a match, I should say, that went to like round 27, I think? Last week I had a world record, 23. Now I'm at 27. As a result... Let me check, okay? Hold on. OBS recordings would have been... Well, I don't know. I'm trying to... Yesterday was the 22nd. It's probably this one, maybe. This is a long one.
Everybody wants to get out of
round 19. Okay, I'm sorry. It only went to round 21. I was misrepresenting it. I was spreading misinformation on the internet. But still, that's 2 Super Auto Pets games over 20 rounds in the last week. Like, that's sicko mode. Not that's the only thing you could not buff. You could have buffed anything else, and I would have said, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And they refused. Hey, NL, how do you feel about weirdos commenting on your weight loss? I already talked about it in the Discord. I was laughing. Someone on the subreddit posted a thread that was like, watching a video from 2 years ago, can't help but notice how much weight he's lost in his face. And then every top comment was like, you should go to die and you should go to hell and die. It's never appropriate to comment on someone's physical appearance like this. I would hate being famous because this shit would make me so uncomfortable. And I was like, man, he's right. I've lost a lot of weight in my face. I took it as a compliment. It got sent to the auto mod purgatory where I just said, you know what, it's better not to have it out there because people were, you know, arguing with each other and causing like personal attacks to one another and stuff like that. They were spreading misinformation on the internet. I took it as a compliment, honestly. I was like, well, to be fair, people were like, one of the reasons he lost weight is because of the infections. And I was like, oh, I see. So I can never bring it up even though I went through it. But you can bring it up whenever it supports your argument. We're not so different, you and I. But I was like, no, it's mostly because of the Peloton. I mean, right after I had the double food poisoning for 3 weeks, I went on a cruise and I ate like Baloo from the Jungle Book. Came back looking roughly normal and then started vibing on the bike again. So, I mean, the thing is... Hold on, we should focus for the believers a little bit. But I did want to, you know, say you probably should not comment on someone's personal appearance. However, you can comment on my physical appearance if you're like, hey, NL, good work on the Peloton, you're looking a lot healthier. If you come into my chat and you're like, oh, you're looking a little pudgy today, never comment on someone's physical appearance. If you're like, hey, looking good, King, you can comment a little bit. That's fine with me. I just don't feel like bacon has an application here. I don't feel like bacon makes sense. But let's look at the foods. We got meat croissant. I would rather have either of those, but we need to like get a level. We need a level. This squad is not good right now. I think you're ass. I think you're all ass. But I actually feel like I don't think a toucan is good. But I feel like with this horrible squad, that's good. That's good. Okay. With this horrible squad, a toucan can help us eke out some draws until hopefully we can get some wins. This is why I don't like the moth, okay? And it actually worked for us a little bit here. But I don't like the moth because with the moth, your moth kills their moth. Like, your moth buffs a unit that kills their unit that got buffed by the moth. And then we just got, like, the moths have no reason to exist, okay? Han Solo, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. Hey, NL, you forgot to tweet. I'm a disaster this morning. You're a disaster, my guy. Okay. I'm live playing Super Auto Bets. How about that? And looking good. All right. So, okay, how are we getting out of this? You take this. And I'm content with you passing the meat back here because you're going to be an 8-5 already. Okay. And then I think you can probably get combined and then you can come out here and inherit some meat. We don't need to have two Ma's, even though our otter's not doing anything for us. It might at some point in the future. Actually, our moth, I hate to admit it after everything I said, it's actually working out pretty well for us. Two of these. Okay, hold on. Two of these. I got plays. That's great. The cockroach is probably gone. Cockroach is definitely gone. You had your chance. You go to the front. You come back here because you're going to get at least two triggers 99% of the time. You can frickin' pog off. I would absolutely croissant you. Although, dude, I gotta freeze a bear for a second. Bear and Aardvark can work this week. I've had my life destroyed by them before. Okay, you're gonna take my meat. Okay, that's cute or whatever. 2 attack, thank you. 2 attack, greatly appreciate that. That's a slap in the damn face. All right. Don't talk to me about Hulu, also known in Canada as Disney Plus. I was looking for something relatively mindless to watch last night. Said, you know what? I like those Kingsman movies. I'm sending you. Maybe I'll watch the Kingsman, I think it's called. The sanest name for a sequel in history. Kingsman, Her Majesty's Secret Service. That's movie number 1. Movie number 2, Kingsman and the Golden Circle. Movie number 3, The Kingsman. Just making it impossible for grandmas to buy their children or their grandchildren the DVD when they go to GameStop. Yes, that is the one, and this is it's a spoiler for a historical event, I guess. And it's the mid-credits sequence. The point, Kingsman, the first 2 movies are about a British Secret Service of really well-dressed guys with and women too with chivalrous motives that are keeping the world safe. Okay, it's like it's a well-dressed John Wick. It's like Tim Gunn's John Wick. Okay, the third movie is like the origin of Kingsman. They have to go in the dawn of World War I. They have to go to Russia to kill Rasputin so that Tsar Nicholas II doesn't end the war. Anyway, so it's historically based, kind of. The mid-credit sequence, you might have seen it on Twitter when the movie came out last year. It's shot like a Marvel reveal, like, get ready, ooh, Gulp Shido, to piggyback on the joke, Gulp Shido's gonna be in the next movie. Holy cow, Adam Warlock? Whoa, is that Adam Warlock? But the dude that they introduce is Hitler. It has Vladimir Lenin is talking to like the head of the shadowy organization that runs the supervillains, what's the Justice League the haters. I forget what they're called. And Vladimir Lenin is like, my shepherd. Check out this dude I just found. He's gonna be like a superstar in our world of evil, in our Legion of Doom. Thank you. And then they go, what's your name, son? And he goes, Adolf Hitler. And then it goes, dunk, dunk, da dunk. Is actually like when they introduced Thor in the Iron Man 2 credit scene. But for, you know, one of the largest villains in human history. It's just one of those scenes that is just kind of flabbergasting when you see it. Yeah, the movie is not good. I do agree with what someone in chat just said, which was that they actually... I mean, it's a real person, like, steeply is not the word I'm looking for. Deeply wrapped up in human history. But, like, they did make Rasputin, like, he's kind of fun. Am I correct that it's played by Rhys Ifans? I did not look it up. He's also the guy who plays the Hand of the King in the first episode of House of the Dragon. Is he an actual warlock? Yeah, he's kind of like he's like a ballet dancing kung fu expert shaman type guy. There's no way it was Michael Pena. Although in spite of his Scientological leanings, I do find him quite affable. Okay, you're gone. We're on lethal. It's time to finally get serious, bozo. You get this. You get this. Now you're not gonna go first. I thought give frontmost friend plus Q attack. You need a buff. You need a buff so that you get more. That's not gonna work. None of this is gonna work. Okay, we have to accept this as our Lord and Savior. And then I would not mind adding a Lynx to the squad. I know we got a lot frozen. It's a bit of a tricky game right here, but this lion gives us a chance. Did you see that China added a new Fight Club style ending to Minions: The Rise of Gru? Wait a minute, I did not see this. Thanks to Larry, Sherry, and Gary's hot tip, Gru was found by federal police before he was able to incept his evil plan. He was sentenced to 10 years in a mental hospital and released in 2013. Ooh. That tweet was not a joke, by the way. My daughter did ask me what Gru was, because we got her a Happy Meal, and the toy was Gru riding a motorcycle. And she said, what's that? And I said, that's Gru. And she said, what's Gru? And I was like, I haven't even seen any of the movies. I think he's like an evil guy. But he's kind of like, he's funny at least. He's like a funny evil guy. I don't know. He's a lovable villain. Like Brad Garrett from Tangled. I don't know if this is going to work, but if it's going to work, you deserve this. Okay? Now, I know this is not a chicken build. I wish it was a chicken build. It's a big summon week for sure, but I don't know. It's hard to pivot off of what we got. We're kind of stuck here. OMG, he does. No, this Gru doesn't look like me. I know it sounds, again, like copium. But he doesn't look like me because he has hair. This is Gru from... You have to remember, this is before Gru had risen. So he had hair. After he rises, he doesn't have hair, apparently. I've been told. Well, I think we got to give up on this pipe dream that you're ever going to give this consistently to the lion. We just got to accept that that's not the way the world was meant to work. By the way, no chocolate this week, so we got to find dupes in the shop if we want to level up. But I also think no... Well, I don't know. Maybe what I was about to say makes no sense. Never mind. Okay, we lose this one? We lose this one? Yeah, we can't win this one. Summon teams definitely seem to go hard this week. I accept my position. Okay, that's 4. Not great. Not great. Hold on, I got so many tabs open here. Choose outcome. That's 4. And then I close the Disney Plus video player. I don't think I'm going to watch Kingsman again during the stream today. Run the bet once more. Yeah, Summon Shark goes hard. I think Aardvark Bear, like, I'm not... Oh, this is fucking, like, great in the late game, but fucking horrible right now. Whatever, let's meme it up. How about a flopping failure? This squad will not work, by the way. And that's okay. That's okay. I accept that. It won't work early, but it can work later. Plus, if somebody is starting to run, like, crickets early, we got nothing to worry about. Copium. You know what? Give me an early level 2. Because at least... Great! What a great unit! 2 1-1s. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. What do you even do? I don't know. Get on the squad, okay? At the very least, at least a 3-5 unit can maybe get a trade. Free level ups? Well, first off, it cost me a bunch of gold. Oh my god, we drew. Secondly, we gotta get more of them. It's like, yeah, they suck, but look, if you buy 1,000 of them, look how good they get. The Rise of Drew. Okay, you can be combined. Dromedary is necessary here to hopefully scale us out. Holy cow, you're absolutely right. Free levels. I don't believe it. We need to make some space for you, though. Let's do it like that. I know we could have gotten 2 levels, but I also want one decent unit. And then you should summon the other one right here. And it's summoned as a 2-2. I mean, honestly, it's actually not that bad. And then I think I'll give you some meat next turn, and I'm just going to use you as like a meat multiplier, which I still don't think is great, but it's at least something. Holy cow, we're going to win a round. Yeah, like a little meat dispenser. Okay, we have a level 3. That's incredible news, because we could get a bison. But it would have to wait till next turn. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to do this. Give some meat to the iguana. Let's move the iguana back a little. You can come up to the front, I guess. Move the iguana back a little bit. Roll once. We'll combine the iguanas next turn. I'm still hugely stork-pilled. The question is, like, what do you buy? I honestly, I guess you buy, like, honey for the guinea pig and then move it to the back. I don't know. It's a weird one. But I really don't want to combine our iguanas here. I'm crying. This is bad. What's the benefit of waiting a turn with the level up? So listen. Sometimes it's probably not the right play. But if you level up on odd-numbered rounds, you get a unit that's 1 tier above what would otherwise be accessible in the shop. So if you level up on round 2, you only get a tier 2 unit in the shop from the level up. But if you level up on turn 3, the unit you get in the shop from the level up is a tier 3. And usually units get stronger as you go up, but there are, you know, some counter examples. So this could give us a bison, and then we'd be loving life. Case in point. You should go, even though I just gave you some support. You don't need meat. You need garlic. So we start here. You take the meat. You get sold. You get bought. Everybody gets a buff. Sell me... Well, roll me once. Yeah, nothing here is good. Roll me one more time. Something here is good. Okay, and then freeze the garlic to give to the bison next. And then... We'll give meat to another unit next. I don't know who. Then our seagull can go. You should probably be at the back just in case. Okay, please, God. Go up against a summon team so my iguana can do anything. You're not a summon team, and those aren't pillows. Hold on, we're still popping. You could use a pineapple, don't get me wrong. Do a bear kind of makes a little... Maybe, no, maybe not. Okay. Either way, you're taking this. Now, this is where it all comes together or falls apart. We know that you don't need the meat, so I'm going to summon you here so I don't accidentally pop it. The thing with bear is that we would get free, we would overwrite enemies' equipments, and then we would get free kills on the bees via our iguana. The bear seems ass, but to overwrite equipment is incredible. So here's what, watch this, okay? So, it matters, okay? It kind of matters. Sell bear so bear gets some meat. Sell. It's a little scuffed right now. We want to overwrite something that doesn't have equipment. So I don't think the kangaroo's going to do much here, but this is more of like a proof of concept than anything else. I actually think this is so much better than you're going to give it credit for right now. Okay, like, are we going to overwrite this? Are we going to overwrite your garlic? Are we going to we overrode nothing? That's fine. Nobody could have predicted this. Hold on, this still looks great. Except for that bee screwing us up. No, wait, it still looks awesome. It looks amazing. Look, it's great. We don't really need the pineapple yet. Like, we need it if enemies summon stronger units, but like, we need it when enemies can start to have flies. Let's keep scaling. This is like highly cost ineffective scaling, but I support it. I do love a mantis. It would freeze a pineapple here. Whatever. It is what it is. No, I can't put the kangaroo behind the stork because if we put the kangaroo behind the freaking stork, then it's going to overwrite the meat on our stork, and the stork is going to get a bee instead, which is going to... And I don't want it because I want it to be able to there's a whole process here, okay? I don't think this is a 10 squad, but it is doing something. It could become a 10 squad. We need to keep it pumping. I honestly think that overwriting meat matters enough. And I want to replace you with like a unit that scales. Like we can get a moose pretty soon. A level 2 bison would help out a lot. The problem, I don't really want a mantis because there's nothing on the squad I feel comfortable killing. But that might be misguided. Let's roll for some levels. Nah, man. I honestly don't think the kangaroo's long for this world, so I'm not going to invest in it. It's not falling apart yet. It has not fallen apart yet. Uh-oh, my garlic. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on, we draw. Okay. Why is bear ever taken? We haven't lost since we bought the bear. It's like the bear is the most hated unit in the game. For what reason? It's helped us out a lot. I think lionfish, we're going to overwrite the weakness with bee sometimes. It's bad? Yeah, but it's funny. Like, let's give it a chance. Why are you here? You don't want to see, like, weird plays? You just want to watch a dude, like, abandon games until he gets 3 ladybugs at the start of every game? Go look at the ESL power rankings for Super Auto Pets. Find the top streamer. Tell me how he feels about the third Kingsman movie, okay? We're trying new things here. We're breaking new ground. Plus, hold on, this is round 5. This is a perfect chicken pivot team. We've got 7 HP. If we see a chicken, we're loving it. Honestly, I think that we're pivoting almost to like a summon team with a bison kicker and an LA face with an Oakland booty. These are going to be very nice for us. It's unfortunate they showed up at the timing that they did, but okay, I mean, this I can't complain. In a world without chocolate, we just got 3 levels up on the same turn. Eagle is insanely good this week too. Okay, this kangaroo's going to be a bit of a problem. Anybody else feeling that or just me? What a snipe. I do not live. I do not live. Yeah, okay, that one was bad. Definitely. Okay, honest, it pains me to do so. I have to make space. Sell me, buy me. Now, the cats are good, but the problem with the cats, there's not really great targeted foods or untargeted foods. Like, all these are useless with cats. This is great. This is just great in general. That's fine. That's good. I think the soft ice could be okay too. But how are we gonna set this up? Obviously, you're gone. I actually think without a bear, we no longer need the iguana. So that allows us to make some space. Then we can put out 2 cats, freeze an eagle, and hope to receive a good food. We got rid of our bison buff, didn't we? Yes, we did. He's done it again. Rip bison scaling? Yes, that's correct. You're not wrong on that one. That's a problem. On the bright side, we're getting double cat pair. You can laugh all you want. This squad can actually do something, even with the bison being completely fucked. Start with a can shark. I don't know what our eagle's gonna do. I don't really want to replace the deer. Need a lemon on the shark ASAP. Please, survive. Survive. He's not surviving. He's not he's drawing. He's drawing. Okay, now bring it back. Yes. Yes. And yes. Okay. We gotta fix it. It's gonna take some time. It's not gonna be perfect, okay? It's Rome wasn't built in a day. It's another fairly scary looking team. At least it's only a level 1. Death touch, I don't know where I want you to go. Probably at the back was the best we could have asked for. Holy cow, never mind. That bison's insane. No. No! The bison could have been 40-42. Yeah, bro boy. Everybody knows the problem with the bison. You don't need to elucidate it. Hey, the problem with eating glass is it cuts the shit out of your esophagus, your stomach, and your intestines on its way out. You don't need to say that part. You can just say, don't eat the glass. Why'd you eat the glass? We don't need a now this video shared far and wide on Facebook by your aunts. That is like, oh, I never thought about why eating glass was bad before. I think everybody's aware. Oops, I clicked on stats again. Okay, that was 4 wins, right? That was pretty bad. Especially after the bison play. Throw City in here. All right, you brought me back. You brought me back with the Throw City. I was not flexing my stats, okay? I don't like this squad. We're going to ignore Maz for a minute. Ew. Did you see the video on YouTube of the dude eating glass daily? I think people have... will be a peculiar piece. I think people have a different way of using YouTube than I do. I get a lot of people who are like, did you see what was on YouTube last night? As if it's like season 1 of Survivor. And you're asking me if I saw that Rudy got incepted into taking his hand off of the pole in the last immunity challenge. I exclusively use YouTube to look up videos I liked 10 years ago and then watch them again. That's pretty much my daily user story. That aired 22 years ago today. Is Rudy based, or is it from a simpler era of television? David Blaine Street Magic? Cheez-Its? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Rudy died. Well, I mean, like, I'm not... That sucks. But also, like, I mean, it's something you gotta come to terms with, right? Like, that shit aired 22 years ago. A lot of people have died since then. It's not to take anything away from Rudy, but, like, I know when you're, like, 20, you're like, oh, man, somebody I saw on television 15 years ago died. That's crazy. When you're, like, you know, my age or older, you watch a movie from, like, 1995, like, half of the people in it are dead. It's kind of crazy. I think you gotta remember, 1995, it's like almost 30 years ago. Still the same queen, though? That is true. Still the same queen. Okay, kangaroo's still good. Dromedary can do something. I'll take a double marmoset for the damn level. But you know what? Let's get a beaver... Let's get a beaver scaling. That maybe, you never know. Maybe we get a bunch of beavers. This could become a unit that matters for us later. Freaking moths, man. Hold on. This is a loss. Dude, wait. No, this is a draw. Let's go. I'm not 30 yet. Let me have this. That's not even like, I mean, I know we do this a lot. That's not even close to being old. You got nothing to worry about. I'm going here now. Give me that for now. Did you say, that was an amazing tweet, by the way. I think it was one of the best tweets I've ever seen. And I don't say that just willy-nilly. What a creative team we're going to lose against here. It was the one that was like 0 to 25, young. 26, old. 27, old. 29, old. 30, I can't remember if 30 was old or young. But then it was like 31, young. 32, young. 33, young. 34, old. 35, old. 36, young. It's the way you feel about age. When you're 29, 30 is coming. That's a new decade. You're like, I'm old as dirt. When you're 31, you're like, holy cow, almost everybody in their 30s is younger than me. I'm actually young. You have, like, your perception changes over time. Like, I felt old when I was in the 8th grade. Probably partly because I had a receding hairline. But also, my school that I went to was kindergarten to 8th grade. So I'm 13 years old in 8th grade, and everybody surrounding me, like 90% of people plus surrounding me, are younger than me. I'm like, I'm old as hell, man. Then you go to 9th grade, and you're like, I'm a little baby. Then you're in 12th grade, and you're like, I'm the oldest motherfucker in this whole building. Then you go to college, and you're like, what the hell? There's 30-year-olds in my classes. I'm young as hell. Then you turn 20, and you're like, I'm old as dirt. There's people coming in to freshman year that the song that they had at their prom was Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, when my song was Promiscuous Girl by Nelly Furtado, produced by Timbaland. Then you turn, like 23, and you're like, I'm young, I got a job, everyone in my office is old as dirt. Then now you're at 30, and then I'm assuming it just keeps going. Like, I'm assuming you're like, I'm 39, I'm old as shit. And then you're like 40, and you're like, what the hell? I'm half the age of everyone at this country club. And then, like, I'm the youngest motherfucker in the whole senior center, like, and then you just die at the end. Something like that. Anyway. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. I can't speak for you. This is good. This is important. We can enable favorable trades. Come on. None of this is good, though. I continue to roll. We're getting tier 4s next level. I don't see Camel or Stork showing up at the right time for us right now. It's a lot of wasted gold on rolls, but it's the Weasel Pigeon. Thank you. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. That sounded like it could be a new rap name. Astute. By the way, I did a 30-minute Wu-Tang Clan ride. I don't know why I said it like that. Wu-Tang. Do you know what it is? Tang Clan. It's a different A sound. Wu-Tang Clan. It's like if you were trying to say, hey, have you tasted the new banana made by Samsung? It just doesn't come out right. Anyway, I'm now familiar with Sip's favorite song, Gravel Pit by the Wu-Tang Clan. How did I not know the Wu-Tang Clan's Gravel Pit? It seems like that would be one of their biggest hits. Now, hold on. We have to do it like this. Okay, Cream is a bigger song. I would not dispute that. It's because it's not on 36 chambers. That explains it. By the way, believers, we're running into some trouble this week, okay? Just accept it. When are you gonna do the Flume ride? I don't know, man. I got stuff on the go. Okay, so like I gotta do Sam Yo's 30-minute Muse ride. Not because I have any. I mean, I'm not a Muse guy. I'm not anti-Muse. I'm not pro-Muse. Okay, but the reviews on the ride are off the charts. People said it's an incredible ride. So I think that I gotta do that. Plus, I like Sam Yo. Okay. And then I'm honestly, I want to go back to the Alanis ride because the ride is just 9 songs off Jagged Little Pill in a row. I gotta go back to it. No, Worm sucks this week, unfortunately. I wish it didn't. Deer is good. Do they do limited edition rides? Sometimes they'll do a limited edition ride in the sense that a ride will go live, and then someone will say like the F word or something, and then they'll take it down. But it's pretty rare. I'm thinking, okay? I still, okay, you know. Feel like the order looks horrendous, but the results could be stupendous. Why don't you give me one of these and one of those? That's true. They don't really can rides for swearing. In the Maroon 5 ride, Cody Rigsby said, "Ladies, please fuck your husbands tonight." And I was like, whoa, this guy is based. But I was also like, for a pretty big company, that's like a bold statement. They're letting their instructors just kind of say in the ride, but still. Someone can corroborate that, by the way. If you did the ride, I know that other people will be like, they didn't say that. He said, not word for word, but he basically said it. I could meet you for now. Let's try to avoid losses right now. How does that strike you? I don't know what we're going to do with a level 2 turtle, by the way. So he didn't say it? No, he said it, just not with the exact verbiage that I had. Stop stealing my chili pepper! He's stealing my bus? Oh no, we're dead. Still good. Still good. Okay, hear me out. I got plays. One of these, forget you, worst unit in the game. I'm thinking. You gotta go. Okay, is this stupid? Like, the board makes sense, but is... Hold on. So it looks stupid. That's what makes me think that a lot of things look stupid before we knew that they were the smartest things that had ever existed. quantum mechanics, for example. Little double whale strategy for you. Not many people are saying this. Not many people are saying this. Many people are saying this. I told you. I used to think my life was a tragedy. Now I see it's a comedy. You get buffed. Ah, shit. I really, as fun as that was, I don't really want to run the same squad again. But, you know, actually, okay, this and then a second kangaroo. But then I'm like, hold on, do you go? It actually makes sense. And I could pill your ass at some point. I'm content with this. I'm content. I don't want front turtle, I think. Because then the second melon is irrelevant unless it gets chilly. Then maybe it'll get chilly, but there's not, you know, how do we control for that? It's the freaking psycho camel, man? I mean, that's, look, you had an incredible camel and you beat me. Fair enough. We'll take 4 on that one. I'm not thrilled with the outcome. We got a little goofy with it. Okay, you know what we've learned? Camel's pretty good. When you see an early camel, don't disrespect it. Just put garlic on it and enjoy your free wins. I don't like any of these units. I don't like any of these units. This is the same squad. I've decided I like some of these units because I have no other options. It's a bad start. Maybe a cruising cucumber. Worm would have been better. The worm is actually, like, I took it a little bit this week, but it's pure detritus. There's no good foods for it, unfortunately. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. Well, like, here's the thing. If you look at the foods, you can easily pick out, like, oh, but this would work, this would work. Yeah, but the shit has to show up in the shop. So you usually don't want to spend 3 gold to give your worm a honey and a 1/1 buff. Bacon does work. Meat you usually don't want because you wanted to have garlic so it's survivable. So meat's useless. Pills useless. Garlic very useful. Salad has a 40% chance to actually hit it. Pear is good. Can doesn't work. Lemon is great. By the time you get to stew, you might already be dead. It's basically, and of course, like soft ice is goated, but basically, it's bacon, garlic, pear, and then you're probably dead by that point to begin with. If they had like more, even if they had cookies, cupcakes, apples, I would have a different story. But I'm telling you, I ran it. I'm not living in the world of theory. I'm living in the world of practice, and the practice that I had said that this is ass tier. I'm rolling for levels. We got to find a way out of the muck. Okay, 2 levels, beautiful. And we miss a tier 2 by keeping the whole shop frozen, but we get a lot of stats out of the otter. I've had a couple wins on the weekly this week, believe it or not. I would say one route for success is mantis and or bison, and one method for success is shark and summons, and they both work well. Like shark, fly, shark with a lemon, stork, etc., they work well. But you got to live long enough to get there. So let's try not to die before then. How does that sound? Start here. We may not even... Oh, okay, no, we're definitely going to buy the level up. And then... I'd love for you to hit the camel. You didn't hit the camel. That's okay. We'll get the level up next turn. You're gone, but probably for what we get out of the otter, hopefully. Huge. Huge. This is insane. What does bacon do? +2 attack permanently. It's not bad. You don't do anything, so be gone. Holy cow. Check this out. Here's a new one for you. Oh, yeah. You're the leftmost animal. No, wait, that's still good. That's still good. And then sell me. And then run me. Okay. All right. Hey, guys, wake up. New most annoying team on Earth just dropped. A few garlics, and we're back on top. And we're back on top, I said. And we're back on top. Interesting. It's an interesting situation here. You can probably go. I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking that... Start me here. I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. And then, why don't you take this, and then try something like that? That seems sensible. Yo, Aaron, thank you for the gifted subscriptions as well. Thank you. Things I say every day, and I'm happy to do. Hold on. I'm pogging. I'm not pogging. I'm pogging. I'm pogged. I'm fully pogged. Put the moth in front for the anti-moth tech. So here's where I lose my fucking mind. And it's not toxic to you at all. If I'm only taking a moth to kill what my opponents are doing with their moths, why do I have a moth? That's what I've been... This web that I've been trying to untangle every time the moth is in the weekly. Every time I take a moth, it just cancels out my opponent's moth. So why do I take a moth? Because when I don't take a moth, their moth counters what I have that's not a moth. So the best thing you could do is moth-ually assured destruction. It is the moth's dilemma. Just Joe and his wolf, thank you as well. Thank you. That's why I think Turtle has been doing really well this week, because the moths are overrepresented. So then you have a moth 1-for-1 with the turtle, and then the strong unit in position 2 gets a ton of support from the melon armor. Great pun. People said I stole it from chat. I'm telling you, I have a YouTube video recorded yesterday where I'm off on like the same bit. I have the receipts. I've got the Billy Mitchells. Hold on. Maybe it's probably in this video. Fish to fry first. Holy cow, they didn't have a... Try moth. Moth-ually assured destruction. What did I tell you? You have our opponent's moth team. This be a peculiar package. Is guaranteed to not lose, but to 1-for-1 our opponent's moth team. They didn't go moth. It's me, moth-ually assured destruction. If I take... You can hear the gears working in real time. What did I tell you? The scary thing is I knew exactly where to find it too. Okay, for now... Wait, we got tier 3s? We got tier 3s. For now, get some garlic. Yes? This can go off. I know we got a second rabbit. Come on, man. I want my camel. I want my elephant. I want my MTV. Meet me. Oh, because they got a seagull. I see. I see. Big whoop. Big whoop. Not that big of a whoop, honestly. You know, I love this team because I would be very frustrated to lose to it. And I think that is a prime motivator. Makes you think you got a great team if you're like, I would be mad if I lost to this team. I don't even know who gets the credit here. Why don't we give you one of these? I don't know what I'm going to do with this second rabbit because I really don't want to sell a moth. I don't want to commit. I don't want to go all in. Okay. I think we owe it to ourselves to go mantis. I think you sell a rabbit. Add a mantis. Combine the camels, knowing you want to level them up later. And we're going to put the melon on the elephant for now, just because melon on camel with elephant in front makes no sense. And then I'm like, maybe you could put it on a moth, but I don't really want to do that. The closer the elephant is to the front, the better. And then garlic on our camel boy. What about on itself? Makes a lot of sense, honestly. Makes a lot of sense. But look at this. Look at how much sense this makes. Probably. Oh, shit. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, this is a loss. Okay. You need this. You don't do anything. Most useless animal in the game. Huge plays. Okay. Now we need a unit for you to kill. You should still take one of these. IMO. If you have to kill a stork, you can kill a stork. I mean, life finds a way, but we never had a choice. Okay. Mantis needs garlic. This is actually good for round 8. We would like to find a unit to buff with the camel that is not a moth, but you know what? It's getting the job done right now. I lost to a really specific hyena build earlier. They used the hyena to convert an attack buff from a dodo into health. Okay, that's actually genius level plays that I aspire to, but will probably never reach. That's incredible. Certainly seems like a dragon team could go off here. And you just have, you have the mantis kill the level 1. It's interesting. I haven't run dragon this week. So I think you sell your moth and buy a dragon. Roll for some tier 1s. Thank you so much. It does make our elephant a lot worse because we don't have the attack buff. But we can get around that a little bit. Like we can go otter. And then we can go moth for 1 round, freeze the iguana. We definitely, at this point, maybe we don't want garlic. We probably, well, you know what? We want the mantis to kill a turtle next round. That was me with the hyena. Yo, and you could do it with the moth too. You know what? This is a very interesting mechanic. I'd never considered it before. Very interesting. It's interesting, the hyena. I'm trying to think. So you level up like a sick dodo, have it give somebody like 50 attack, and then turn it into HP. It is interesting. Okay, that was a big round. 6 wins. Buff me. Sell me. Buy me. I don't know if this is 10 yet, but just getting a scaling engine feels nice. Really wanted to see a tier 1 there. That's fine. Well, we know we want to place you. Let's roll for some tier 1s. Piece of junk. You're pretty keepable if we don't get tier 1s. There's a tier 1 that's important. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, you can see most of the teams we're going up against. I mean, they look like my team used to look. They have, like, no good units. Not to be, like, really rude, but it's kind of true. Look at that. 7 wins. Little turtle play. Love this. Love this. Roll me. I would sell. Honestly, for now, I'm gonna freeze our tier 1. Should have done that in a different order. I'm gonna toss a little eagle in there. Just because when the eagle dies, who knows? It could become a dragon. What the hell's going on? What happened to my team? Hold on. There's drawing chances. There's winning chances. That was a good team. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Actually, you're insane. But I can't sell anything to Fitcha. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to stick with my gut, okay? Hopefully we get another walrus on our last roll. Remember, the game is not called spend your gold as efficiently as possible. The game is called Super Auto Pets, parentheses, get to 10 wins. Not interested. Oh, this is winnable. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Don't sweat it. Just summon a couple more weak units. Just summon a couple more. No, don't even worry about it. You got nothing to worry about. It's fine. Okay, that's 9 with a little extra support. Still to come. Well, nah, it doesn't really matter. You could keep an orca. Like, you could smack an orca if you had to. Might as well. Or freeze our other orca, too. You never know. It feels like... it feels good. I'm not 100% sold. But it feels good. That melon break was really bad, though. I mean, this is a very strong team. My dragon has been destroyed. No, we're still gonna win. After all that, we're still gonna win. That's 10 wins. Bit of a strange squad, but you know what? Camels still pop. When you win, even though you got unlucky, that's how you know your team is good. Also, when you would be annoyed to play against your team, that's how you know it's good. SeaWorld, please hire this man. I would never work for SeaWorld. You think I want to get ethered by Tillicum? Okay, sorry. Error creating prediction. Let's try again. I'm deleting this new prediction because I don't know. Something about it just felt off. It felt like it was bugged. Okay, now it's working.